Alright guys, so going for a little ride here, testing out a couple things today. First and foremost, obviously, just love riding this Cirkit. Any chance I get, I'm going to take to ride it. Second, if you watched my last video, you know the audio was pretty bad. You couldn't hear me once I started going fast because I didn't have a mic hooked up in my helmet. So this time I have the mic installed in my helmet and connected to my GoPro, so the audio should be much better, much more consistent. And third, you might have noticed this bar right here, this selfie stick. It is the Insta360. I've gone ahead and mounted it to my Cirkit, the battery box to be exact, and I've got it attached to the selfie stick here at that angle. I've never really used 360 cams, so I'm curious to see, you know, what benefit it adds to the videos. I'm hoping for some nice angles. As much as I love POV, you know, it can get a little boring and monotonous, so it's nice to have those different angles and, you know, give the viewer the opportunity to kind of see somebody actually riding the bike instead of just what they see in front of them. And I always get asked, you know, can you do ride footage or photos of what you look like on the bike? People want to know if it's going to be a good fit for them. I'm 5'10", 220, so, you know, I'm not a small guy, so you can see, get a good point of reference of what you might look like on the Cirkit here. Now I am a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It feels weird having this selfie stick protruding slightly past my handlebars, and it does wiggle a little bit, but this mount is pretty strong, so I'm hoping that it stays put and that I don't get close enough to anything for it to hit. It's not a super long selfie stick, but it does go past the handlebars a few inches, so we'll see how it does. Hopefully it does not fall off, but we'll see. And then last reason for today's ride is, of course, I need to get to the bank, and I would much rather take my bike than be stuck in the car and hit almost certain traffic and making a 5-minute run to the bank into a 20-25 minute affair. So yeah, hopefully we get some cool footage with this 360 camera. Pretty excited to see what it can do. And you guys let me know if you think it adds any benefit or not, or it was better just to keep it simple and stick with the GoPro. I love the GoPro. I'm used to it. I know the workflow, and you know, it's really easy to set up and go. This 360 does take a little extra effort, and the fact that it's sticking out, like I mentioned, you know, it makes me a little bit uneasy. For normal rides where I don't need to record it, or want to record it but don't need the angles, I'm probably just going to stick with the GoPro since it's right here on my chesty. A lot more secure, and you know, most of the time I forget it's even there. But I really want to see what these 360 shots look like. Hopefully they look cool and it's worth the effort of putting it on the bike. You'll notice that my phone is missing there. It suffered an unfortunate accident. Somehow the screen just went out completely and stopped working, so I upgraded to a new phone. However, as much as I love this quad lock mount because of the different angles it lets me use and just how secure it is, it does require that the phone either have the case made by them that has the other side to this mount, or that you buy an accessory that turns your current case into a mount that works for it. So unfortunately I have it on order, but it won't be here until probably next week. So for this ride I'm going to go ahead and just overlay the GPS information from the GoPro. I usually keep it off just because I like the display here. You can see my speed, and I kind of like less clutter on the picture for you guys, instead of having, you know, the speedometer right here and one of those other doodads that GoPro offers on the side here. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that quad lock case next week. Lots of hills on this ride. It's a short little ride, just a couple miles, but definitely some serious hills. I won't know how fast I'm going, but you guys will be able to see how fast. This hill right here is pretty big, so we'll see how it does. I bet you that guy was not expecting me to catch up. Yeah, buddy. I currently have the controller set to 90% power, I believe. You know, still plenty powerful, plenty of speed, and saves just a little bit of juice. I did a ride all the way to Temecula from my house, Vista. It was about 33 miles, so I turned it down, and you know, I figured I'll just leave it there. Works, good power, speed, and a little bump in range. Alright, so far so good. Selfie stick still there. Insta360 still there. I played around with the app, and man, that app is awesome. I thought it was going to be like really complicated to learn. I'm the type of person that, you know, if it's the easier it is to do it, the more likely I am to invest the time in using it. If it's complicated as hell, you know, I'm probably not going to reach for it, because I want to be able to make these videos quickly for you guys, and making it easy definitely helps promote that. So far so good. The selfie stick is wiggling a bit, but with that in-body stabilization, it should help smooth that out. One of the reasons why I didn't go with the GoPro 360, since I already have the GoPro 8, is one of the cool features on this is that, I think I missed a rant, is that I can edit the footage without having to download it. So right off the memory card that's in the Insta360, which makes it way faster. And then once I'm done editing, then I can go ahead and download it, transfer it, and when the transfer is done, it's already been edited, it's ready to go, which is really nice to help streamline, you know, the workflow. GoPro, you can't edit anything on the footage until it's been downloaded, and sometimes it can take like an hour ride, can take, I don't know, 25-30 minutes if it's in 4K to download. Alright, gonna make a quick deposit, guys. I'll be right back.